Hi Leo, welcome to WillowOAK. I am here to do your reading for July, so please only take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. You might check your other placements for a more complete picture, or if this reading doesn't resonate with you, okay? Let's see what you have. Starfish spirit, open to infinite possibility. Well, that's a beautiful energy. Okay, let's get a couple more oracle cards, and then we'll go straight into your reading. Okay, let's see what we have here. Be here and now. Don't be in the past. Don't be in the future. Be right here in this moment. The past is gone. And the future isn't here yet. So this is what we have. Now let's see what the angels would like to say. Well, actually, it kind of looks like that card wants to come out. Be assertive. But now we've got to look at the others, okay? Recovery and abundance. So since they kind of both kind of wanted to come out, I'm just going to put them all three out there. Be assertive, recovery, and abundance. Okay, now let's go ahead and get some tarot, see what it would like to share. Okay, so let's see what your overall energy is during the month of July. Actually, being energy, of course, it could be, a little before, a little after. It's not a hard and fast month, right? Okay, you're starting out with the Five of Wands. So this card can mean that there's some sort of a disagreement, competition, conflict, something like that. And it's like everybody's talking and nobody's listening. So listen carefully to each person and see what's going on, or simply remove yourself from the drama. So we'll definitely have to take a card for that, won't we? Maybe that's what the recovery card's about. And to be assertive, too. Whoa. And we had cards fly right out. Okay. Well, you have more than one challenge or potential. This is saying you need to use your intuition, that you're psychic. So, use your intuition and your psychic abilities to find out what it is you're seeking answers for. And here, this is saying that your ships are coming in, but it's saying don't just stand there and wait. Go forward. Help yourself. And you have the Ten of Cups. This is almost like a story here. Okay. You and everybody you love are going to be very happy and content. And here it's talking about focusing on these three spilled cups and not focusing on the two cups that are full. Okay? So I'm going to reorder these because they weren't really put in any order when I picked them up. Okay. So it'd be more like this. Okay. Here's this stressor, right? Or competition, something which is making you focus on challenging energies instead of the full cups that you have. And this is telling you, you need to go inside, use your intuition and your psychic abilities to figure this out. Okay? And then here it's talking about your ships coming in, you know, that you're getting it figured out. And it's saying instead of standing there waiting, go forward. So it might be talking about going forward to deal with this. And then everybody's going to be happy. So that's your challenge and potential. To me, it totally addresses this. Okay. Maybe we can get one card this time. Let's see what your focus is, your inner emotions. Beautiful. Creating the life that you want and knowing that you have everything you need in order to do that. Scoot these over just a little. Wasn't expecting 4. Okay. Yeah. So your focus is knowing that you have everything you need to create the change you want. Okay, let's see your recent past. Whoa. That you have been diligently working towards something. Okay, that you've been adjusting it. Whatever it is that you've been working on, you are aiming for the very best results that you can get. And you've been working hard at it. Okay? Now, let's see what your strength is. The Fool. Beautiful. Well, let me scoot these over a little bit. You're getting a few extra cards, aren't you? Okay, your strength is a Fool. Having a brand new beginning, like the beginning of the Fool's journey, right? Like a clear slate. Starting something brand new. That's a beautiful strength. And in here, it also talks about being playful, having fun, being open to the opportunities around you, but making for sure that this is like an adventure, right? Okay. Now let's see what the near future has in store. Beautiful. This is one of the best cards in the deck. What this is saying is that it's a card of generations, of leaving a legacy, that you and everybody you love are going to be very happy and content with your life. It's like the tree of life. Beautiful energy. Okay. Now, let's see how to go forward. What advice? Take a rest. Take a break. Okay? And whenever I get this card, what I usually say is if at any time during this process you get overwhelmed or frustrated or exhausted, whatever the case may be, if it's a challenging moment, use this energy. Do something just for you. Get away from this and do something that you enjoy, whatever it may be that you like to do. You know, maybe it's literally take a rest. It could be going to the movies, you know, reading a good book, walks in the park, whatever it is you enjoy. That way when you come back, you'll be refreshed and you'll be able to have a clearer frame of mind. Okay? So that's how to go forward. Treat yourself good and don't let yourself get too stressed And if you find yourself getting too stressed, take a break. Okay. Now, let's find out what you need to know, what you don't see. Beautiful. You have a new beginning coming, and it is one that you are very passionate about. Okay, now, hopes, fears, something that you do see. Oh, okay. Here, you're focused on this challenging energy. It could be a variety of things, but it is a challenging energy. It could be apathy, it could be uncertainty, irritation, anxiety, depression, whatever it is. That's what you're seeing, and you're not seeing this cut from the universe, which is right here. But it says you don't see this yet, but it is right here, okay? Now let's see the possible outcome. No. Okay. Transformation. And at the bottom of the deck, from taking that card, you have the Page of Wands, my little fireball. Okay. The possible outcome is that you are transforming out of one energy and into another, which I can totally see here. And the bottom of the deck is the Page of Wands, and that's an energy of wanting to start something that you're very, very passionate about. And you want to start it so bad. It is very challenging to hold yourself back from starting this. But you don't see this, but you are starting it. Page of Wands, Ace of Wands. This is a new beginning of something you're very passionate about. And you know what you're passionate about. So that's awesome. Okay, now let's talk about this and get some clarifying cards. I do hope you like this reading and find value in it. And if you do, I would greatly appreciate it if you would give it a like, share, subscribe. It helps the channel to grow. Okay, the Starfish Spirit, be open to infinite possibility. And that means be open to this because it is here for you. Okay? And according to this, you definitely are open to it. Here, be in the here and now. Don't dwell on the past. And, sure, dream of tomorrow. And do things that help your tomorrows. But don't just get stuck in the future because that doesn't exist yet, right? Now, these three cards, be assertive. And it looks like it might be a time to be assertive right here. This group. And it talks about abundance. And I would say this abundance card has to do with your new beginning and recovery. I think that is this transitioning into your new beginning. You're getting out of this energy, whatever challenge this is, and into this beautiful new energy. Okay? So let's get a few cards and see what they would like to share. I'm trying to find a nice place to shuffle these. Maybe right here. Okay. Let's get a card for the Starfish Spirit. Open to infinite possibility. Oh. I think you better take another card. Take a look at the star. The star. Maybe this isn't the devil. Maybe this is talking about the star symbol. Let's get another card. Yeah. Okay. Being open to infinite possibility. Do not close yourself off from that, okay? Don't just see a very narrow path. Keep it open enough to where you can see more aspects than just this one little bitty narrow focus. Because there might be something better out there for you that's still in the same area of what you really want. But maybe you're not seeing an aspect of it that is something that you will love and will benefit you. Okay? And the next card to clarify is the Nine of Pentacles, which means you're going to be very happy and content with your abundance. So do be open to infinite possibilities, because I would think this is saying this for a reason, right? You have your idea of what you want, and it's a very strong desire, very strong passion. And it's not saying don't go for your passion. It's just saying open your eyes just a little bit wider, because there might be something more that you want to add to that. Okay, now let's get a card for your overall energy, which is kind of interesting. Let's see what we get. This one's to come out. Okay, Ten of Pentacles. This is not saying what the issue is, but it is saying the outcome. The Five of Wands is talking about, conflict or competition, something like that. And I think these cards right here are actually addressing that, right? So we'll talk about these kind of as a group. But the outcome of this is that you are going to be very happy. It is the exact same card that you have right here. So the clarification of this is your near future. It is the card of leaving a legacy of generations where you and everybody are ever going to be very happy. So it makes me think that this group is really an important group to focus on. Okay? So let's take a look here. Get a card for the Five of Cups. So to me, it kind of looks like this competition or whatever it is. And I tend to feel it's more like some sort of a competition. Maybe not, a happy competition where you're playing basketball or something, but a competition that has a little bit more of a serious feeling to it. Anyway, and it's making you feel kind of bad that you're focusing on these three spilled cups and not seeing the cups that you have. Okay. Again, it's not saying the issue, but it is saying the outcome. Okay? You're going to quit looking at these three spilled cups. You are going to look at the two cups, and I get the feeling that you're going to be seeing even more than those two cups. It's going to bring a beautiful celebration to you. And at the bottom of the deck from taking that, you have the King of Cups, which to me is the best energy, or one of the very best energies, when you get a card that's filled with challenging emotions. Because the King of Cups is very trustworthy. But to me, one of the things that is really important about this energy is he is in control of his emotions. He refuses to let his emotions control him. He feels all of his emotions and deals with everything, but he doesn't let that table flip to where he, is imprisoned or stuck in some challenging energy. He stays in control. right? So this energy will definitely help you here. Okay, anyway, so you're getting out of this challenging energy and into this beautiful energy where you are going to want to celebrate. So, taking a look at this, right? Some sort of a competition or argument or something is leading you to your near future, okay? And this, I think, is going into detail about this. So, at first, you are feeling challenging energies, but you're getting out of that. And I do think it is because, or at least partially because, you are using your high priestess energy. You're using your intuition to figure out the way to go forward. And here, it's letting you know that everything is working out. But that you shouldn't just stand there and wait. You should go forward and deal with whatever the issues were or are. And the end result is that you and everybody you love are going to be very happy and content with your life. So you have a whole story going on right here. And you remember here it says be assertive. So I do think there's a time when you might need to be assertive. And that is not aggressive. There's a huge difference between the two, okay? And it's going to create recovery. And so to me, recovery, of course, means that you are going to feel much, much better. You're going to feel like celebrating. And this kind of leads you right down into here, into the near future. But it could also be saying that whatever happened, whoever it is between, that you guys get past it, you get over it. Whoa. Okay. I was taking cards for the recovery. And we have two beautiful cards here. Again, the King of Cups saying, be in control of your emotions. Feel them all, deal with them, but don't let them control you. All right? And here, you have the World, which is a successful completion of a cycle. And successful is a key word to me. That means it is the end of this, right? And you have the Fool. So your strength is a Fool. It's a new beginning. So this is done. And it looks like, most likely, whatever happened, or, well, it hasn't happened yet, most likely it could have, but whatever happened or is happening or will happen in the near future, you will most likely get past it beautifully, okay? That whoever it's with, you most likely will get along with them. You guys will work through the issues. Okay. Now let's see about the Eight of Pentacles, if it can tell us anything about what you've been working on in your recent past. You gotta love the universe, okay? Absolutely beautiful. This is the Ace of Wands, and here you have the Ace of Wands. So in your recent past, you've been putting in a lot of time and effort to try to prepare yourself for this new beginning that you're really passionate about, okay? And here it's coming in. You just don't see it yet. Remember, at the bottom of the deck, here you are, super passionate about this thing you want to start. And so, to me, these two go together beautifully. Yeah, you're working on this thing that you're so passionate about, you want to get it going. Okay? Just beautiful. Okay, and your strength is a Fool, which is your new beginning, where you're supposed to be playful, have fun, enjoy the process, be open to opportunities. But a biggie to me is enjoy it and be playful. Okay. Near future, right here. It's going to be a beautiful time, one of abundance, one of generations, of leaving a legacy, if you want to, of being totally happy with you and everybody you love. Okay? And the way to go forward is to take care of yourself, rest whenever you need it, take breaks whenever you need it. And that could also be part of this recovery. You know, anytime, especially in through here, where it's overwhelming, where it's getting to you, take a break. That's the best thing to do, okay? Like I already mentioned, it puts you in a whole different frame of mind, one that makes working through any issues much easier. Yeah. And I was looking at this, and it made me think of this. Be open to infinite possibilities. Do not close yourself off. And maybe taking a break, when you come back, you know, you see things with fresh eyes. So maybe it helps, like I said, it helps you see a bigger picture. And here, what you don't see yet, it's your new beginning that you've been working on, the one that you're very passionate about. And now here, what you do see is this 4 cups, because you don't realize this is coming in yet, right? And your outcome is you're transforming into this and out of that. So it's actually a beautiful reading. You just don't see this yet. You've been working very hard towards it. Just don't see it yet. Okay. 4 of Cups. What it's saying is you know where you want to go. It's like holding the world in your hand. You know where you want to go, and you're just strategizing on how you're going to get there. Okay? And you might be having a little bit of a challenge in that area. You know? Maybe it's you're trying to figure it out. And in the process of being so bogged down by trying to figure it out, you're not seeing the cup from the universe, which is right here. Right there. At the bottom of the deck, from taking that card, you have the sun. Can't get any better. Absolutely a beautiful reading. And of course, the sun is you. And that's the very last card. So this is like the big ta-da, right? So you're going to get out of this energy. You're figuring out how you're going to go forward with this new beginning. And so somehow it is coming to you that by being you and allowing things to flow, it's going to bring in this beautiful, passionate new beginning that you want. And the sun energy is a wonderful energy. It's what you want, of course, go for, right? You know, actually take some action. But that instead of fighting upstream, it is just going to start flowing into you. Absolutely beautiful. And it is going to bring in abundance. I think this is a beautiful reading. Couple of little challenges here, you know, competition or an argument, something like that. But its clarification takes you straight down to here, to the near future, right? And what you don't see yet is this new beginning you've been working very hard for. And it's right here. And so to me, like right in here, what you do see at first is not this. You know, you're seeing, how am I going to do this thing, right? But I think this is where you start to evolve, where you do see. And so you transform out of this energy and into this beautiful energy, and you get to take the sun with you. And do have fun on this journey. Okay? I think it's a beautiful reading. Let's get some cards from the universe. Leo, this is your time to shine, isn't it? Definitely. You are dropping all of the burdens. Yay! And they're all, well, that one has potential, but all of these, except for this one, you know, that and that. I'm just saying the negative part. You're dropping all of the burdens. Anything you consider a burden is going away. You've been working hard. And now it's time to let those go. Okay. Here. Scoot this over a little bit. Usually if there's a problem in the reading, not always, but usually the universe will give me one or more cards that relates to that. So this is giving us a challenging energy. But again, remember the clarification. Clarification for this challenging energy is the near future, which is absolutely beautiful. Lots of synchronicity going on here. It's kind of like a puzzle that has all of the pieces. Oh boy. Okay, we have lots of cards. All right. Okay. Let me scoot these over some more. Okay. Here you have the Fool again, which is right here. This is your strength. And this is the universe saying I meant what I said. You're starting this brand new beginning. And it's the beginning of the beginning, right? Have fun. Here you have the Emperor, which adds a lot of power and strength to this reading. The Emperor is a very powerful card, okay? Very powerful. And he sets solid foundations from which his success will grow. And that you want a solid foundation because this thing that you've been working so hard on, you want it to be stable, right? And here's the Page of Wands, which is right here. So again, it is the universe saying, I meant what I said. Okay? There's so much synchronicity. I love this. And voila. You're coming out in your reading again. Again, it's the universe's way of saying I meant what I said. Okay? You are going to have the sun energy with you, so things are going to flow in beautifully. It is the shine your light kind of energy, and it is you. Ah, gives me chills. And here, once again, same card. It's the universe's way of saying I meant what I said. You have a lot of those going on here. A lot. This one isn't. This is a first for this one. Here, put you right here. It's saying that you are creating harmony and balance in your life. Beautiful. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I love this reading. I still have chills. It is absolutely beautiful. And there's so much synchronicity going on here. Yeah, and it could be a story. It just flows so beautifully. Okay, let's get a charm. And see what comes up. What do we have here? Oh. Okay, we have two. I thought we had one, but no, we have two. This is a guitar. And what musical instruments mean to me, usually, and in this case it is this, that your new beginning, sing your own song, right? Write your own song. This is you, all about you, okay? And what you want. It's beautiful. And that you're gonna successfully do this. And here is a little rocky horse. Okay, it's a child's toy. And what that means to me, most of the little children type toys, what they mean to me is you're going to be doing something that you care deeply about, and that you're going to be very protective and nurture and grow, right? Like, say if you had a baby, how you would feel about that baby. This is your baby, right? This new beginning that you're starting, it's going to be very important to you. So it's the saying, sing your own song, create it how you want to create it, and universe is just acknowledging how important this is to you. Okay? Thank you so much, and I do hope you like this reading and find value in it. And if you do, I would greatly appreciate it if you would give it a like, share, subscribe, leave comments. It helps the channel to grow, and I also appreciate personally knowing if I was able to help. It's kind of a big deal to me. So thank you so much, and have a wonderful July. Much love. Bye.